Something about playing cards, and it doesn't have to necessarily mean casino or gambling, but maybe you're around your family and somebody's gonna be playing cards, or maybe something as simple as like Uno or Monopoly. There's some type of like spread of something. Maybe you're somebody that likes to make a spread. I don't know if you eat like toast and avocado, or some type of spread on your bagel, or something about a spread could be important. Let's start with your general, whatever comes out. I actually want to switch the deck, so let's switch it up. There may be some type of pivot that's happening soon, or that you're going to decide to do. So you completely switch something up. What's your general message? Gambling. So you could be gambling. Something about a casino or playing cards could be important. Or you know somebody that has an issue with finances, or they have an addiction when it comes to what they spend their finances on. So trust your intuition, because any red flags that you ignore will come back to bite you. Don't overwork yourself at the moment, but just know, like, yeah, something's a red flag, and note it as that. Because this could be somebody that wants to come towards you and sleep with you. There also could be somebody that wants to, like, okay, well, let's just, especially right now, they're kind of like, hey, let's just have a time. Let's just have some type of intimacy. Let's just do something. Let me do something to you. But you already know that there's some type of red flag, but this will be a risk. So you're trying to hold yourself back because you know that this person is a liar, or you should. Okay? Don't let somebody trick you out of your own mind, because it seems like you have a lot of guidance, or you know exactly what you should be doing as long as you listen to yourself. Okay? Somebody took a risk, and maybe they had sex, or they had some type of conversation with someone. And it was like, okay, well, they didn't really do it, but they were trying to set up the parameters to do it. So it's like, oh, well, I'm going to go flirt with somebody that you know, or I'm going to go flirt with someone just to see if I can get into someone's bed or get into someone's situation. It didn't go all the way there, but they were trying. Who is this? Who are they trying to go towards? This could be a Taurus. Or someone who's very much so nurturing, like they come out very, very soft and feminine. It could have been someone who was pregnant. Maybe somebody born in March. Okay. They definitely took some type of date night or offer, or it's like, oh, well, let me just see if I can do something for you, or, you know, I just kind of checking on you, make sure you didn't need anything, or whatever the case may be. And they would just kind of see, okay, well, let me just see how this pays off. Let me just kind of wait and see if this person is confident about my stability, or confident about something, and if they're willing to give me some type of energy. They planted the seed for sure. Okay. Let's see. Because I don't want you in your head. How did this person respond? They had a happy home. They were emotionally secure at the point that this person gave them some type of offer. And they felt like this person that was coming towards them was just giving them something small, or paying into something that will make them happy. But they felt like, okay, well, there's this air sign person that they have some type of clarity about, or that they have some type of interest in. So they were balancing something out with them. They wasn't worried about this person. They wasn't. This person could have been, I don't know if they have a child. Maybe they've been dealing with their mother. Maybe their mother is married to an air sign person. Or the person you know was going towards this person. They denied this person, but the person you know has a mother that's either an earth sign or an air sign. And they're either married to an earth or an air sign. They're friends with one. That could be going. They could be going through some type of fight soon. Okay, so that's just some type of general information on background stuff. So if they come towards you to offer you some type of property, some type of security, if they want to do something, it's out of guilt. It's because they feel like they reached their breaking point. They could feel like you know what kind of action to take. You're in charge of your emotions right now. You're very much balanced and caring. If somebody's thinking about a pet, I don't think you should have a pet. If you do have a pet and they have pets, I don't think you're gonna keep them. There's some type of issue that's gonna bring when it comes to your finances, if so. All right, and you may have some type of anxiety about that. Yeah, something's gonna have to end. So no to the pets right now. Or like I said, if your pets have pets, you may have to find other homes. All right, let's see. Let's get another general message. All right, so there could be some type of delay that's going on right now, and maybe you feel like you need some type of distraction. But I feel like distractions is going to lead to some type of fairy tale that you don't need. Okay. So keep yourself sidetracked if you need to, but focus at the same time, even when you feel like you're not happy about a situation. You actually may need to distract yourself from some type of shocking news that comes out, and maybe you're going to realize the illusion that somebody gave you was completely bullshit. Yeah, but don't worry about it too much, because they're going to face their consequences. They're going to go through their debts and their energy responses to whatever that they put in. And they honestly may try to come and confide in you because of it. Yeah, they are. They're looking at some type of old pictures, some type of old memory, vacations. They're thinking about something that you guys did before, or either before you found out about the third party, before they started really cheating, or before they started doing something. They're starting to remember how you were and how you were attached to them. And now they feel like you just kind of turned your back. Something about Hunger Games could be important. I don't know, maybe you're saving an animal. So it's like maybe you save an animal and you're like, dang, I don't know if I should keep it. Or maybe you did and you're like, I don't know if I should keep it. And you couldn't keep it. Yeah. But again, whatever this workplace affair is, or whoever they got this shocking news is coming out with, give yourself some type of love, because it seems like you're coming into some type of security for yourself. Your confidence is increasing. You're clinging to yourself. Maybe you're changing your jewelry, or you're changing just something about yourself or how you do something. And somebody's trying to figure out, okay, well, who got you feeling like this? Or who are you so close to that make you want to do something for yourself? Or I remember when you used to do this for me. They're going to see you go through your glow up stage. They are. And I'm telling you, when I say they're watching your pictures, they are. They may even be screenshotting them. But they know in some type of sweet talk is not going to work. They know the only thing that they can provide you right now is truth and honesty. And I'm telling you, the only thing that they can do is spy and watch. So they're not saying anything. They also may be trying to like drop some type of little information about like, okay, well, I know you got your eye on the person that I was, having you in competition with at least a little bit, or I know you know a little bit of information, but let me tell you why this pregnancy didn't happen, or let me tell you why something was fake, or it was just a pregnancy scare. They're trying to tell you that something wasn't as big of a deal and that it was just a thrill. That way you can re-communicate with them, or that way, it's like they tell you the truth so you won't be fully blindsided, but at the same time, they're not telling you everything. They're trying to give you any type of like crumb that's gonna make you feel like, okay, this is enough. Let me recommit myself to this person, but you shouldn't. They also may know somebody who is trying to low-key attack you online, or trying to stalk you online, trying to get you to open your heart to them and be vulnerable to them. They were trying to have you in some type of situation to where, there was some type of secret account. They were trying to have you in some type of situation where you felt like you got into some type of mess. And they were just waiting on it to happen. But it seemed like you turned your back on that as well. Because at some point in time, you realized that, this type of relationship or whatever just caused blockages. And you had some type of epiphany on what you wanted to do and or how you wanted to love your child, your family, your legacy, and keep going. And even though there was some type of hurtful words or resentment, it's like, okay, well, let me return back to myself. Let me make a new opportunity. Let me figure out where my boundaries are, because enough is enough. I like it. You have a new perspective, and now you're going to be better off. I like it. You also could be hiding some information back, not just from this person, but from someone in your family. And they may start to see you as shady, but you just see like, oh no, I'm just protecting myself and where I'm going for now. Okay, let's get a general message. All right, this nice equals stupid. So it's like, okay, as much as I can nurture you, as much as I can, you know, my neighbor, love our neighbor or whatever, I'm not finna be stupid. Either you're really telling this person how you feel and or what you think, or it's like one thing after another, things just kind of revealed to you. It's like, oh, well, you find out about one thing, and then here's another thing, and then here's another thing, and then all of a sudden they just took and gave the wrong advice, and it's like, no, this is not it. I'm not stupid. You made these decisions on purpose because of some type of imaginary beef. All right, so just kind of hold back when it comes to it. Don't make any type of moves or decisions, or, you know, even if you feel some type of way about a situation that comes out, just hold tight, because your character is going to shine through regardless. You actually may need to go do something. I don't know if you're doing content creation, something about photography, a green screen, or maybe you're just going to go to a class, or you're just going to go have some type of fun. Maybe do something at random. It's like a content museum, or it's at a illusion museum or something like that, and you just go have some type of fun. Okay, so ignore this right now, because your wishes is coming true and your character will shine through exactly how it's supposed to. Somebody lives a fast lane life, okay? So as quickly as they pick up and go, they go to somebody else and do the same thing, and they may get into a situation that's kind of scary that makes them sit down, and they may feel like, okay, well, dang, I have nowhere to go. I have no one that I can trust and or truly depend on, okay? Something within the next hour could be important. Somebody could be getting arrested, and or the cops could be called. It doesn't have to necessarily be you. It could just be someone around you. Well, who's in the situation with the cops being called? This is happening in the next hour. This could be at your job, or just there's some type of, like, let's say you're out in the community, you're at the store, or you're at, you know, the gym or something. There's some type of conflict that's going on. Somebody's in their ego, and they're trying to compete for it, to feel like they know what's right, or they can do whatever they want, or they can get what they want, and other people have to adapt, and there's some type of fight, and that could happen quickly, okay? So just FYI when it comes to that situation. Your new boo is out here. You may meet them at random. Something about a racetrack. And even if you're not going to a racetrack, it's like, I don't know if you have a kid and they have a racetrack. If you're at the park and somebody's, I don't know. There's something about a racetrack. Maybe somebody got something dressed up and it's like the checkerboard racetrack kind of thing. I don't think it's Hooters, because Hooters is orange. Checkers is a burger place. Maybe you're at a game night, because again, that's a game. All right, well, who's your new boo? Give me 2 for confirmation. This could definitely be an air sign. It seems like they went through some type of heartbreak and or loneliness. Right now, they're using their creativity and their logic to their best of their abilities. They're realizing that they can have some type of influence of their life and how they can persevere through some type of challenge. And so it seems like now that they're ready to transition and or move forward mentally to, like, okay, I know what I can do and the limits that I can go. They're just trying to figure out who they can give their love to. They're confused on their choices. They have some type of wishful thinking when it comes to, like, oh, I have this idea of love, or oh, I want to be able to flirt or send this ideal message or whatever, but they feel like they have to control it because people can come towards them just for security only. Okay, so trust yourself, you know, go towards your new beginning, have fun, do what you have to do to get yourself back in your emotions. Try not to support any type of manipulation or anybody lying on you, because that's just going to conflict where you're trying to go. As you try to abandon these emotions from this person and you have some type of boundary, they are going to try to charm you. They are going to try to sleep with you, because they're going to be disappointed in how, you know, what obsession that you had, it has quickly changed. Okay, so they're going to be sad about it. All right, I like it. So your new boo is out here. I think it's going to be an air sign. General message. Something that's not going to be as difficult as you think it is. There will be a good talk with a friend, okay? And at this point in time, you will practice more gratitude. Who is this good talk with a good friend? This could be another Cancer, a Virgo. Someone that you feel like has some type of discipline. It's like maybe you're running. I don't know if you're running or it's like you're going to the gym. It's someone that is doing something as well. They have some type of determination to get to a milestone, or somebody is working towards something. They maybe even could be moving homes at this point in time. This definitely could be a Virgo, a Cancer, an Aries, a Pisces, Sagittarius, or a Cancer. But it's somebody that you have some type of mutual respect for. Even if the relationship never really got anywhere, it's kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, I see this person in passing. They may tell you that you are determined to get married, that you're determined to have some type of stability or to feel like you belong, but because you're so determined to do that, that you're fixated on this relationship or making somebody feel away, and you have some type of awareness that they don't. You have some type of awareness that you need to let this go and move on, but you want them to see you a certain type of way, so that's why you're giving this more power and control. Or maybe this is what you're telling somebody, all right? So thanks, but no thanks. Who are you declining? This could be somebody that you know is a bully. Maybe they're going through some type of delay and they're trying to feel, they're trying to reject some type of loneliness that they feel. This definitely could be an air sign, especially a Libra, maybe even a Virgo. This is somebody that you once had a relationship for. You gave them some type of love, or you gave them some type of understanding, some type of compassion. They're going to send you a message, or they're going to come towards you because they feel like, okay, well, they need the truth, or they need to hear somebody that they know is going to tell them the truth. And at the point that you give them some type of clarity, or you kind of tell them what they need to hear, then it seems like, okay, well, now they're going to mediate some type of chaos. Now they want to figure out if they can date you, or apologize for how something feels unbalanced or disorganized, or how they were being foolish and careless, and how there was this fire sign person around them that was lying as well and causing some type of ending, and, you know, all how everything kind of just walked away. Okay, and they're going to be uncertain how you respond to it, because at this point in time you're going to have some type of success, you're going to have some type of stability, and or you're going to recognize that there's an earth sign masculine that's confused about how they can move on for themselves, who once thought that you was a match. So who is this person that you're saying no to? This is an air sign or a Virgo? Who is this? I got a Taurus, Cancer, or Virgo, or Aries. So is this different from this earth sign masculine? Yeah, it is. This is somebody that you're going to deny reconciling with. Somebody that knew about this other person that you were dealing with. You're going to tell them no. Maybe they were dealing with somebody that you considered a bully, and you're just like, I don't want to deal with it. Okay, let's see. Final general message, and then we're going to move topics. Switch topics. I'm telling you, you're separating from somebody you thought was your soulmate. Someone that you had a partnership with. The passion was there. It was insane chemistry, yes, but when it comes to stability and something being permanent, it just could not get there. The unconditional love was just very much conditional, and somebody was just hiding. They were gaslighting, they were diluting, and they were wasting your time. Okay, and so now it's like it's time for you to focus on yourself, time for you to heal, and as you heal your heart or continue to do so, you go right into a new phase. You really do. Okay, but you can't get past the separation. It just is what it is. Something has to end. They also could be separating from somebody that they feel like is going through some type of life transition, to be honest. Even if this is a friend, maybe they feel like this person has some type of outdated thinking, or they keep saying the same thing or conditioned to say the same thing. And it's like, okay, I just had some type of upheaval that this person is actually a snake, or, you know, I need to make healthy choices for me and I need to move on. So at this point in time, they're coming to apologize to you, or when they do, it's like they're finally leaving that person that you said was not really a good friend. They're finally doing something by themselves when it comes to their career. It's like they're finally having to do certain things with their lives, and they're wanting you to be a part of it. Okay, they do, and they want you to be back hooked on them as once you were, and they can't. You're not. You're not. All right. So let's move on. Next topic. Let's give it Ariana Grande. Thank you. Next. How does so and so feel about you currently? How do they feel about you? They're not sure. They're holding back on thinking about it. So every time it pops up in their mind, they try to block it off. They feel like they don't want to think about it because they feel like they wasted some type of resources. This could have been happy that they manipulated themselves out of some type of security and or happy home just because they were disorganized and balanced. Okay, and now they're not sure if any type of manipulation, or even if they come towards you and give you money or whatever, if it's gonna work, if you're still gonna let them go and or go through a transformation because you're already heartbroken because you know about the betrayal. You are, and I think you are gonna make a decisive decision in order to change. Even if it hurts your feelings, or even if you can't sleep, there's some type of anxiety, there's some type of mourning of the relationship, you get some type of freedom. You get out of your head. It's like you know the truth and you find some type of comfort in it. I like it. So they're not sure how you feel or what they can do to get you back in some type of manipulative cycle. How do they feel about this relationship? How do they feel about this relationship? It triggered them from time to time. There was some type of childhood wounds or flashbacks, and it's like they were in denial about, wanting to talk about it, deal with it. They would put on some type of facade like something wasn't bothering them, and then somehow, some way, they would come to terms with their decisions or how they did something because of a trigger. So it's like you would say something that's truthful about them. They know that they need to address it. They're like, no, I don't have to address this because I can da-da-da-da, or I'm da-da-da-da. They would negotiate themselves, and then they would go to somebody that could pleasure them, that would make them feel like whatever they said was true. Okay? And now they have some type of regrets because they feel like you're a leader, or because you are able to heal yourself, or you have some type of strong intuition, and they feel like it's a gift, and that you would have been a gift to them. They definitely want to surprise you. They want to do something on your own terms. They will allow you to negotiate how you want something to go. But again, at the same time that you say, okay, yeah, we'll put something to a trash, or we'll put something to the side, you get pregnant, and it's like, okay, you're going to still be searching for the self-love you were supposed to be going into, or that you got balance from. All right? And then this new boo is just going to be something from the past. So just be careful going back into a situation. All right, something around spring could be happening when it comes to this new boo, because they're going to be trying to obsess up to you. They're going to be trying to cling on to you, act like they can't let you go. They're going to crank it up a little bit more, okay? All right, let's go into real quick. Wait, before we do that, let's see, was it ever real? Because I want to make sure I answer your direct questions. Was it ever real for them? It was. And at one point in time, they felt like they was making a decision, that they knew that this was part of their purpose, or they knew that, okay, this is something that could reflect me. But then again, at the point that they got disappointed, or at the point that they felt like, yeah, it's time for me to cheat, or something didn't go my way, that's began the setbacks. They began to be impatient, and they started to realize, like, it's like a kid realizing they can get away with stealing the first time. It's like, oh no, my mom said I can't have this. Okay, fine, I'm gonna take it. And they successfully steal. And it's like, okay, the next time, that was easy the first time, I could do it again. So they got to some type of habit or process of like, oh yeah, well, I know how to use my influence. I know how to be creative in order to get what I want. So that way people, want to date me, or people want to sleep with me. I know exactly how to get people's attention, or they know how to do it, especially when they felt disappointed. And then so now they feel like, okay, there's some type of unhappiness emotionally, even though it seems like they have some type of success, or they're being recognized for something. They just know that it's only a matter of time before some type of manipulative knowledge, or the way that they were moving, comes out. And they know that there's some type of bad news, or screenshot, letter, there's something that's coming out, and they just feel like this is just the worst. Okay. They also may have a mother figure around them that they feel like is paranoid. Maybe this person is manipulative, or there's some type of self-doubt about what's to come when it comes to this person's job, or when it comes to something this person was trying to work on and get to work for them. Maybe they're trying to isolate them from their mother, or just someone that they once was connected to, even if it's like an ex-girlfriend, previous baby mom kind of situation, something like that. All right, let's keep going. Somebody could be having a son next or soon. Who's having a son? This could be a fire sign. Maybe more specifically a Sagittarius, a Pisces, having a fire sign. Okay, let's see. Why did they lie to you? I'm hearing easy money. Does this person make easy money? Why did they lie to you? Because they knew that they wasn't going to get what they want. They feel like their happiness was going to get blocked at the point that they tell you the truth. So they had to confuse you, or they had to make you feel like, you know, there was some type of hidden motives, or there was some type of bad news that was going to come, or they had to make you feel a little paranoid so that way you would be imbalanced and to accept whatever they had going on. They also had some type of unrealistic expectation when it comes to something that they could do. Maybe they were dealing with somebody and they realized, oh, this person I'm dealing with is very much excessive. And so they didn't want you to know. It's like, oh, well, damn, if this person finds out that I went to this other person and that this person's actually worse, or I didn't end up in a situation that's worse, you know, then you're going to block me from anything or being around you. You're going to see me as a failure, and then I'm going to really be paranoid. I'm going to really have some type of issue. They didn't want you to know how bad the other person was, that what they went to was. The other person that they went to was. They didn't want you to know how bad it was and how unrealistic it was. And so now they have to accept something and just deal with it. And it's like, okay, I didn't get no rewards from that. Like, that was just a waste of my time. And I'm telling you, everything is unfair when it comes to dealing with this person. And they may feel like, okay, as long as you're confused, or maybe if you feel like I'm super indecisive, or I have some type of insecurity, they were feeding into this idea that you felt like they couldn't make a decision. But there was this air sign around them that was actually impatient and or over analyzing how they were dealing with this fire sign woman. And this fire sign woman had low confidence too. Everybody around them was shit, but they all were dealing with each other. And it's like, oh Lord, it's like Tommy, it's like the birds of a feather flock together. Tommy ain't no good. I'm just picking out names. Tommy ain't no good, right? So Tommy wants some type of attention. They like, okay, well, I don't really know who's gonna talk to me. I don't really know, so let me just go and pay for somebody. So they go find this fire sign woman. They paying into this fire sign woman to do whatever they want just to sleep with them. And then this fire sign woman has this water sign masculine that they feel like, oh, okay, well, this person you know, is selfish and devious, but you know, I have some type of clarity of how I can move with them to get what I want. And they feel like, okay, well, I can manipulate this person out of all their finances and money. And maybe this was a person that was isolating themselves from you, and you were trying to recover and figure out what y'all can do to change how this relationship was going to be more supportive. They were both chasing after a hoe, essentially. So when it comes to this woman that's a hoe, it seems like this could be somebody that's online. They look like they fulfilled. They got everything that they want online. They seem like they got everything belong, their house, their kids, or whatever. But all of that is just manipulation, so that way they can meet people who have some type of stability. And it seems like your person that you knew went towards this person. They got some type of clarity, or they had to accept, like, damn, if I had to come around here, I'm gonna have to be the person that had to protect them. I'm gonna have to be the stability. I'm gonna have to step in for this person's kids. They ain't got no money. It's gonna take a whole lot of influence in order to get something done, and they were trying to run from it. They felt like this was a foolish decision. I'm telling you, and it's the only thing that they walked into was struggle. They were trying to hide it. So they're lying to you then and or now because they don't want you to know how bad they picked the wrong person. Okay, but they know for sure. Okay, so yeah, something definitely meant something to them initially. We know why they lied. Let's see, will y'all ever get back together? No. And I was just thinking, we will never ever ever be back together. Yeah, and even though they're going to tell you, like, oh, I walked away from some type of third party, I walked away from some type of scandal, or I'm not a part of some type of gossip anymore, I have some type of clarity, you know, I was just depressed, or I just had to forgive you for whatever kind of thing that you said that hurt their feelings, and now they feel like, okay, y'all can have some type of success, y'all can have the money, y'all can have the lifestyle, or something can be supportive, but something's not going to work. And to the point that you try to go back to this person, they're going to lose their job. Y'all are not going to collaborate well. You're going to lose your job, or some type of finances that was supposed to goes completely opposite. Either way, it's not going to work out. Okay, and maybe you feel like, oh no, well they got a little bit more money than I got, and I got something that's supportive, yeah, but they got a little bit more. We can combine it, and then, you know, we'll have more than enough, but you won't. Okay, it also could be something as simple as like you have some type of independence by yourself, or you got some type of support. Let's say you're a single parent and you get some type of like government assistance, and the moment that y'all really do something together, you're gonna lose it. And at the point that they decide to drop you or they want to be single, you're gonna be like, damn, what happened to all the money that I once had? I was working so well by myself, I shouldn't have supported this relationship. I'm telling you now, something that's just not gonna work. Okay, so you need to completely isolate yourself mentally. Know that you got to take some type of strength to say no. You got to withdraw from this person. It just is what it is. So no, y'all not gonna be back together. Somebody's a little too greedy. They're too exploitive. They just want some type of stability for themselves, and then they're gonna dip off again. They are not gonna take responsibility for anything. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's see what's hidden when it comes to their love life. So we know that the person that they went to is shitty, and so they're closed off when it comes to them. But again, they were trying to play some type of game. It's like, okay, well, I can't get any revenge, or I have some type of anxiety about my patterns and how they're showing to other people. And even if this is not to new prospects, this is like to their family or to people around them, and they regret closing you off. What's going on? Maybe their family's obsessed with you at this point, or they keep asking about you, or they're thinking about you, or something like that. I'm telling you, family. They are. The family see the signs. I'm telling you now. They do. Clear as day. And maybe the family's like, damn, okay, when you were around, this person felt safe, but it seems like this person was actually growing, or, you know, whatever the case may be. And maybe at the point that y'all started a family, or y'all started to do something, they started to see signs like, okay, well, I don't know if this person is accepting other people. Somebody in their family knew that there was something up, but at the same time, they didn't want to accept it. They didn't want to believe that their family would be someone that would contradict themselves. And so now they're searching for the details, or now they want to contact you because they've been looking at you. I'm telling you, we got thinking of you. They are. And so it's like, okay, well, do we reach out to this person? And they may do so around wintertime. Yeah. If this earth sign went to an air sign, and they had some type of like, oh, let's talk shit, or let's do this, or let's, you know, whatever the case may be, all of that is ending. Okay, so go on a vacation, go on a getaway. You could be going somewhere with the fire sign, or somebody's trying to come and visit you. Somebody thinks like, okay, well, I can still do something, or I can still be around you, because right now you don't really have anybody that you're in love with, that you're satisfied with when it comes to love. So you'll still consider me as an option. And so until you get married, until you reconcile, you be with somebody, I'm gonna consider you as a decision, or you can still consider me as one. They're gonna play with you until they feel like you're in a relationship. So date people, move around, do certain things, make them feel it. Okay, now we're supposed to be getting into their love life. What's going on in their love life? They could be dealing with this air sign. Maybe they're dwelling with this person. They could have started dealing with this person last fall, and they're realizing something is just a risk at this point. They know that the person that they're dealing with goes partner to partner, or they just realize, okay, I wasn't thinking when I decided to get with this person. I was sad, I was dwelling, and I felt like, this would be a good chance to do something, or talk to somebody that you ghosted, or, I got the sign that I should have walked away from this relationship and I didn't. I decided to date this person or give into something just because they had a good body, or, they had something done with their body, they look good, or whatever the case may be. They had some type of hunger for pleasure, and so did I. And now they feel like they done stuck with this person, or even if there was no real pregnancy, there could have been a pregnancy scare. And ever since then, it seems like this person has gotten into their emotions, and they've been super obsessed with them. And it's like, okay, well, I was planning on ending this at a certain point. I was planning on bringing some type of balance to this, because I was going through some type of divorce. I was going through some type of separation, and it just triggered me. And so this air sign could be like, okay, well, it's becoming around wintertime now, and now they're jealous of you. Now they're trying to worry about what you got going on. I'm telling you, it's you. They're jealous of you. because they feel like by the wintertime you have some type of devotion, or you can't stop smiling, or you have some type of happiness and you feel complete, and you're not around this clown anymore. You don't really have to keep things up for appearances, or you don't feel humiliated, you don't feel ashamed by anything. Okay, and it seems like whatever kind of love party, third triangle that they had, it just seems like they're just searching for the reason why. Both of them. I'm telling you, self-awareness. They're searching for the reason why. They don't know. So it seems like somebody also could have some type of secret sex life kink thing that they like to do that gets them fired up from time to time. And so that could be a concern somehow, some way. Like if they can't do it, or there's something that's going on. Alright, let's see. What else we got? I think that was all 3 of your specific questions. Okay, perfect. Let's go back to your topics. What's hidden? Somebody could be hitting on you while you're walking downtown, or you're just somewhere and it's kind of like you're just kind of, you know, just strolling, and somebody's like trying to come talk to you. To swim, or this also giving like scuba dive. Something about being in the ocean could be important. Maybe you like to listen to ocean music or ocean sounds, frequency sounds, something like that. All right, let's see what's hidden. There's something only you can hear, you can see, that you can feel. This is definitely you. Maybe you can tell when someone is sick, or you have some type of, I don't know what it, maybe it's one of the clairs. You can feel, or you can tell when something's going on with someone, or when they're fragile, or when something's wrong. You can. And maybe, I don't know if you give guidance, or you somehow can tell them like, hey, you should maybe go get something checked out, or it's like, hey, do you feel something? You can tell, like, I don't know, it's like when you're around somebody, right? And then all of a sudden your ear starts hurting, and you're like, damn, you know, like my ear's been fine all day. And you talk to somebody, he's like, hey, do you got an ear infection, or something's wrong with your ear? And they're like, yeah, like something's going on with my ear. And you're like, you should get that checked out. And like, how did you know? And it was fated for you to tell them, because you could feel this. So make sure you trust into this, because look, I got water twice. I don't know if you're going to the water, you're going to the beach, or something. When you get there, you're going to feel very connected to it. Maybe something's gonna make you, I don't know if something's gonna make you emotionally upset, or I don't think you're sick. I just feel like you're guarded, you're closed off, and you're like, okay, well, I'm just gonna do something by myself. I'm just gonna hit the road, or I'm just gonna go to the lake, or to, it don't have to be the beach, but it's to some type of water. And it's like you're going to get some type of emotions, or release some type of emotions, because you definitely feel overloaded. Okay, and at the point you do this, you gain something, or you realize like, oh, I have this gift, and you vow to stay to it. Maybe you even hurt yourself somehow, some way. But this reunites you to your inner child. It's like you're in the, this is just an example. It's like you're in the, I don't want to say a forest. It's like a trail, right? Like, you know, it's like a trail. There may be like a bridge or some water or something like that. And then somehow you fall over some type of tree trunk or something. You scrape your knee. And then you think about something. Somehow you cry or whatever. This heals your inner child. And at the point that this does this, you realize you have some type of gift. I don't know if you get caught in the rain, or you're just by water at the point that this happens. And you're like, wait, I can hear something. Wait, I can feel something. Well, you can. Okay. So, you don't see that coming. So, what's coming to shut? Something's going to be closed off. Somebody that has some type of control tactics over you. Okay, this is something or someone that's going to grieve this once they realize how much damage they've done, and or it's like, oh, I really lost a friend. I'm not saying somebody lost a dog, but it's like, you know, I really lost a friend. I really, you know, lost something that I cherish by being a dog. And they feel like you had some type of pure intentions, and that you're going to be able to create something. I'm telling you, you have some type of spiritual gift. Creation. You have some type of spiritual gift. So make sure you continue to feed into this, because this may bring some type of luck in or community. And at the point that you do get some type of reward or some type of major payout, be careful, because you may be trying to team up or connect with someone who's actually a third wheel, or somebody who you should distrust. They're an enemy. Either they were flirting with somebody behind your back, or they're just trying to do something behind your back. Even if they wasn't flirting with your ex, right? They're trying to be your friend now, so that way at the point that you get someone new, that they can flirt with your new person as well. They feel like you're very much skilled, or you're going to get some type of spark to show you that you can multitask in some type of skill. I like it. Congratulations. And this is going to bring a complete change and or close to a cycle for you. Again, it's like you're going quiet on somebody, and they don't have access to go wherever you're going. Something about purple flowers could be important. Maybe at the point that you see some type of purple flowers, this could be outside of a door, like an apartment complex. This could just be in general. I don't know. You could just be randomly seeing some type of... You also may see a feather. Like just a random feather outside on the ground. Purple flowers and a feather. This is going to be your sign that somebody fell into a trap. They did. And they may have to just sit down and figure out how they can harvest themselves or plant themselves down, so that way they can get to the other side. You're going to have to leave them exactly where they are, because this is their karma. This is how they get their balance from playing some type of game when it comes to this family dynamic, or just with your feelings in general. All right. And you may not know how you feel about it, because it's like, damn, I'm just getting started, or something is growing for me and I'm not really sure. Maybe you even get a new home and you don't see that coming as well. And it's like, well, I'm sad because this person is going through something, and I really thought that I could take them with me or whatever, and they're lonely or they're sick or they have something going on. You can't go back. You can't save them. Okay? And this is why we get to the bittersweet. So it's like you don't see that coming, but you are going to have to shut somebody out, and it may make you sad. All right. Let's wrap this up, and then we'll go into confirmations. What's bittersweet that you don't see coming? Okay, there's going to be some type of fake apology. Somebody's going to apologize because they want to keep the peace with you. They still want to be around you. They don't really have any guilt or remorse. This person wants to give you some type of information about a DNA test, a pregnancy, some type of past action. But at the same time, it seems like there's no true evidence, or they're just trying to say this so that way they can soothe their own emotions. But I feel like as soon as you pay attention to details, or as soon as you implement something for yourself, you meet some type of goals, this is when they come back towards you. I told you, you got some type of financial freedom coming. You do. And something's going to be executed flawlessly. And they're going to come back and try to give you some type of information, because they feel like, okay, well, if you can bring and uplift others, maybe you can help me too, but I just got to tell you the truth first. It's a late apology, but it's not even a real one. So it's like, great, now I finally get the truth, or now I finally understand what was going on. But at the point that they tell you, you don't want it anymore, or it's not the full truth, so at the point it's like, it doesn't matter. You've already moved on. All right. So I know we said we're going to confirmations, but I want to figure out real quick what you don't see coming in love, and then we'll go into confirmations. Let me make sure I hit all your topics. General, hidden, X. Okay. What's hidden in love that you don't see coming? There's somebody that's very much attracted to you. You are attracting the right person. It's gonna feel like you guys have already met each other. Something about the color pink could be important. Pink or green. Either you're wearing pink or green, or they're wearing some type of pink or green. Or maybe you're at an event and somebody else has on pink and green. Somebody could be getting wet or married, or there could be some type of devotion. Somebody's definitely going to want to devote themselves to you. They are. This is going to be somebody that gives you some type of resolution. I don't know if they're giving you a house, because remember I did say you were moving. But they're going to provide some type of resolution to you. And this is how you're going to know, like, okay, wait, this person actually definitely wants to be someone on my side. They're going to revive some type of deeper meaning of love when it comes to you. And I'm telling you, this is what's unseen. They could be very traditional when it comes to like how they operate. And it's like this person wants to be your mediator, or they're going to be able to give you some type of distance to where you're able to mediate your own feelings, and or it's like you're going to want to apologize to your person. You're going to want to make sure there's no distance between y'all, or it's like y'all have boundaries, but at the same time it's on the right path. I like it. You have something to look forward to when it comes to love, for sure. All right, confirmations. All right, so it seems like you will be okay either way, but it's time to cut somebody off for now, for good, right now, okay? They're only in it for the sex and or some type of place. F that person, F that place, you will be fine. You are truly telling yourself yes, or you truly need to tell yourself yes, okay? Also, make sure you're not telling yourself yes when it's actually no. What is the no? What is there a no to? You don't need to look forward to some type of destruction. You don't need to look forward to some type of trauma. You don't need to look forward to something like not going your way. And it's like, oh, well, yes, I know something's coming. Yes, I know something's bad is about to happen. Yes, I know. It's like, no, it's not. You can have some type of confidence that anything that kind of fall apart, or anything that kind of you feel like it's going to be a disaster, it's not going to work. You're just in your head because maybe you feel like there's just been too many people in your past who've manipulated you. You have some type of clarity to move forward now. All right, so don't punish yourself. Don't be in your head. You just need to accept the positive and move forward. And of course, before you were indecisive, of course, something didn't always go the best, but you're out of that phase. And maybe it's time for you to tell yourself yes when you're just like, no, it's yes. Okay, you need to pull up, pop out, go outside. Okay, maybe you're holding yourself back because you feel like there's a lot of deception. It's not another cancer that you need to deal with, but you do need to go to the event. All right, you could be feeling positive right now but uncomfortable. Some type of candle work could have happened, and or it could help you, especially if you're trying to climb some type of ladder or move up. You could be watching prank videos, creating prank videos, or just something about prank videos could be important. Maybe you're talking about an old couple, or an old YouTube couple, or something like that that used to do prank videos and how they moved up, or something like that. You still have people around you that want to hurt you. All right, so who wants to hurt you? This could be a Sagittarius, heavy on the Sagittarius. They can feel like they have a lot of obligations right now. They feel like they don't really get a choice in how something gets to go, and you have some type of clarity and or some type of peaceful resolution. All right, if it's not a Sagittarius, it could be a Scorpio or an Aquarius. Heavy on the earth sign as well. You go into a what's tea reading, a what's tea message, because something may be overly crowded. All right, I was gonna close this out, but let's get you some type of what's tea reading, what's tea message real quick. What's tea with this crowd? There's people that still want to hurt you. Oh, there's some type of separation. And even if they don't all know each other, they're all going through some type of separation with someone close to their life, or there's some type of financial separation, a relationship, a house, something's being separated with them in general. And they're denying the situation and trying to move in silence. They're obsessed with you being so confused and or perplexed, but it seems like you know exactly where to go. So it's like as much as they want you to go this way with the white color or the white arrows, you go yellow, or you go completely opposite. And this has them paranoid because they're trying to figure out how you know how to get out of something, or how you know how to get through some type of roller coaster, or some type of addiction, or how can you get some type of miracles. Again, they want to apologize for trying to act like you wasn't a part of their circle, or that you wasn't a real friend. They want to apologize because they feel like you can flex over them and some type of game is over. They want to bug you now. Okay, but it seems like you already see the red flags in all of these people. You are. And it's like, okay, y'all are not my soulmate, y'all are not my real friends, or y'all not somebody that should really be beside me. It's like, yeah, I have nothing when it comes to y'all. But they feel like they hate nothing about you, but that's also they have nothing to offer you. They're still a hater. Okay, ain't shit there, and they just want to take something from you. So allow them to all go through their drama. Even if they come back one by one to apologize, it is what it is. Let it go. Something failed. Someone's breaking no contact. I'm telling you, expect it.